him. Now, what's funny is that I actually knew a neighbor of Brent Starkey's um, just by sheer chance, and I had no idea that, Brent even existed. But I knew this other guy. I'd known him from when I was like 13 or 14, and he wasn't around during the period we're talking about. I think he came for a visit once, and that's when the penny dropped. He'd told me he had a neighbor who was into weird music like I like, but I had thought it must be the Mysterious Pie because this was out in Lonoke. But beyond that, nobody. It was all about, talking to people through the mail and reading magazines, what little bit that you could pick up out of the few magazines that were around. I remember being so super excited when Rolling Stone had a feature about the Clash, and I think I still had the centerfold from that probably 20 years later. It had been up on my wall for absolutely years, the lovely Paul Simonon, my teenage heartthrob. Um, but, there wasn't anybody around I could really talk to about it, and I wished that I had known the people that I met later. So what happened was I went away to university in 1980, and I moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico. And just as soon as I got out to Albuquerque, I got involved in the punk scene because there were gigs going on, there were flyers, and met everybody there and got really, really involved. I played in a band. I couldn't play with crap, but I played in a band, and eventually I started a club, and it was totally illegal to do. We didn't have a license. We were just putting on sort of super duper house parties that we charged money for and sold beer. And it had absolutely everybody came through my place there. MDC played, Crucifix, oh geez, the Dicks, Conflict from Tucson, not the British one, and we had loads of local bands playing. And meanwhile, I got involved with this wonderful pre-internet thing, the punk rock pen pal circuit. Um, Before the internet, we were all writing each other and trading our fanzines. And so that's how I met Brent, actually. He had written something or written into Maximum Rock and Roll, and I'd started doing some work for them. This is a big punk scene out of San Francisco. I'd started writing scene reports for Albuquerque. And I got in touch with Brent, and we arranged that we were going to meet up because I was going to come home and see my folks at Christmas. So I came home, met the local crew. There were some parties going on. We had a really good time, and I ended up coming back there the next year. I bailed on university. By this time, I have to note, I was a single mom, right, with a little girl in tow, and so it wasn't always easy for me to be, the party animal that I maybe would have liked to have been, but I was around as much as I could be.